Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin's 2 Honor Mode Plus run. Now this is Syken, and we are going to fight against twice the amount of enemies and only we'll only gain 1/4 of the XP. Perfect, right? I think so as well. So we are, as you can see, on the third quarter, so to speak, of this map. And imagine it's just going to be better from here on. So there is so much more that we can still find. These chests here, for those of you who are wondering, I noted down the coordinates before I realized that the game now has included these nice little chests. So never mind. You can just move there and get the chest. These are the chests of the 4 heroes that we have slain. And interestingly enough, all of them have almost like a unique item. Not necessarily relevant for us because our items are all level 14 plus and are mostly legendary. So in the rarest of circumstances, like in this case here, you could make an argumentation, shall she get a little bit more pyrokinetic just to deal more damage and have fire resistance? That's fine and good, but definitely not a significant upgrade. So that's just cash loot, so to speak. Now, let me show you a little bit about the area here, because we will actually find quite some interesting quests over here. The area here is probably one of the areas that is, most significantly punished by the recent outbreaks of the Void. You will see that the area is like completely torn in pieces up here. There's even death fog all around. So
What's that? Sounds like there's a battle unfolding nearby.
we need to be careful. I guess that's the bottom line. Before we go into the Black Fence, which is going to be a very, very combat heavy area. So it will almost like be simply combat throughout the whole time. We are going to plunder and steal a couple more things. By the way, this here is a house. We're going to see a little side quest here. It's really nothing special. In the bottom of the house we will find a tortured soul. It's one of the silent monks that has a demonic possession almost, and we can try to save her. I would probably prefer to just kill her, to be honest, because it's easier and will yield the same loot, but it's going to be one fight. This guy outside here, oh, come on. Dude, really? Ugh, that doesn't even make sense. Why would you be attacking us? No, I don't want to fight with him. So what we're going to do here is we're going to disengage. And we're going to flee. Yes, I'm sure. Sucks a little bit, but I really don't want him to die. We need him a little bit for the quest, because that's way more experience than his death would be. So as with any NPC, I assume he will have a very selective memory. Which means once we're gone, he'll be like, yeah, whatever. And when we come back, he will not even care. Good, not the cleanest of all starts, I'm sorry for it. Shouldn't have destroyed his door. Probably he was grumpy about that. So let's give it a fresh try, shall we? Gregorius, huh? Offer a gift. Yeah, he is indeed unhappy. But you know what, Gregorius? Because it's you, I'll just give you, how about 500? That sounds about right. Mwah, he loves us again. Wonderful. And you know, so just to show you that we don't have a grief or anything, I might just pickpocket a little bit. Don't even start using my pickpocketing gear. I think we do have enough. I think we do have enough books for now. I don't think we need any more. So a couple of arrows. Pixie dust is always nice, and crafting materials, lockpicks. Get our money back. Thanks, Gregorius. Very, very happy to be in business with you, really. So we're going to successfully hide from him. He will find out that everything yeah, he has been pickpocketed. Come on, tell Beast that he has pickpocketed you. Attempt the bribe. There you go. Good.
A man paces back and forth.
Perfect. So
The man shot
again, but
we find out that he basically is he's having some trouble. Because he was trying to help that lady in his basement, and we now need to help him with that. So, and he's, however, not like the most honest guy. First of all, I need to give him a reason to even talk to us. The whole kicking the door in still seems to be negative. So, finally. There we go. Offer help. Persuasion success. Yep. 5,800 XP. That's exactly what we wanted to have. Keep in mind, we do not get much combat XP at the moment. So, I'm trying to get as much XP from all of the quests as possible. That's why I'm even paying him in order to get some XP. I know it's ridiculous, but what can you do? So, we're soon going to be fighting down here. It probably will not surprise you that we are going to be ambushed again.
be ready to flee if necessary.
across the set. She senses me. Another go.
So, there we go. Fight's embarking. Zip, 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 zip. 4 enemies. Kind of all somehow her fear or nightmares. I like the encounter. It was fun. They do have different abilities, but yeah, not noticeably different. So, as you will see, the tactic is quite forward. Hulk smash, and we're going to just kill them. With a high ground position, we don't even have any issue whatsoever, so this guy here should almost die immediately. There you go. That's one down. And that's two down. Mind you that all of them give about 11,000 experience, which is not too bad. And yes, the experience mod is still active, so they give a lot of experience. Yeah, they are reasonably vulnerable to water. So there you go. Bam, one hit. Second hit. I think that was a mistake. You shouldn't have done that. There we go. Another 11,000. Easy. That completes the quest. I know there is also some XP if you can actually save her, but that's way more difficult, and the XP doesn't really justify it.
Poor thing. He fishes up. To hell with. Well, he rolls up his only one. Poor thing. How did this happen to you? The spirit of a young woman. She looks up.
What's going on? The Majesty. I remember running away. The rest is.
It's a shame that poor. Some sort of. I'm going to get back to my usual work now. I won't have you spouting that kind of nonsense here. Not after what's happened, all right? Back again, eh? You in need of something?
No, I think we're fine. Thanks, buddy.
Help yourself. Everything I've got till next time. Take care of you.
So, danger to herself and others. We finished it. Wonderful. Which means our job here is done. Thanks so much, buddy. See you later. Great meeting you. There's actually still a chest up here. Good. So, number one is done. That's the cellar. And now we will move on to Paradise Down. There is a location right here. Right here. Where there is a prepared ambush. But the ambush is only happening if you're having the Red Prince, I suppose. Can't imagine that it's happening without him. And it's basically warning you. Yeah, too bad. Could have been an extra encounter, but unfortunately, without the Red Prince, we're not getting it. But we do have additional other quests.
He cringes and clasps his hand.
I'll never come anywhere near here again, Master Riker. I swear it.
He cringes and clasps.
I'll never come anywhere near.
He cringes.
I can't remember that we have
The spirit
helped
of a
him.
boat. Please, Master Riker.
No. I think he was not part of a quest. There was one further corpse, like down here, which was a young thief that has fallen down the cliff. Let's get them real quick before we go to Blackfens. I think he was somewhere around here. Yeah, down here. So this guy fell down. And was it over here? I think so. It was at some cliff. Anyways, the story with him is he fell down and basically he will not admit what happened. But when we visit the graveyard, we would find that there is already a grave, so you will find out that he basically faked his own death, and he thought he was like super clever, but in reality he wasn't. So, yeah, at the end, he was just a guy falling down a cliff and killing himself. I think, yeah, this is him. Yep, there we go.
True what the old tell you. Tell you what, you were clever enough.
And the reason why Victor is now... so, normally when you start speaking to him, he's all mysterious, and he will just like say nothing and will not talk about his plan. But since we have already looked at every grave here, we knew that he was being on the graveyard. We found his grave, and yeah, that is why he said, "Oh yeah, you've figured out my plan." Blah 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 blah. And now he allows us to dig for his remains, which is kind of his treasure, which he has buried. There we go. And yeah, dude, you were rich, like 122 gold. No kidding. And 2 potions. That is definitely worth dying for. Good. We're not going to explore all of that because that's a whole different story, and there are really nice bosses up here, and an end boss up here, a dragon, the Harbinger of Doom. We're instead going to the south east, because that's where the party is going to start.
Looks like this place has seen better days. Much better days.
Just found ourselves a supply kit. Oh, interesting. Hanak's ring. Okay. Nice. With Hanak's ring, by the way, you can just do what I did. Basically, if you use the ring, like just to show it off, if you put on the ring, oh shit, a couple of skills were unmemorized. I'm stupid. So if you put on the ring, it basically makes you invisible. End of the story. So you can literally go there and talk to her, like I did.
Gareth toils in monotony. Gareth freezes, then turns slowly towards you.
I'm digging my murdered parents' graves.
I'd ask that you show your respect.
Gareth moves to continue his task.
No, of course you didn't. Godwoken, I've seen Seeker's blood seeping into the sand. I waded through corpses on the deck of the Lady Vengeance. But when the light, I just didn't know. I didn't. Dallas's pets. Such helpful tools they are too. They're still there, spreading their rancid smell.
Oh yeah, we will find out. Gareth in...
forcefully exhales and looks past you.
If you'd asked me yesterday. Today, though, I don't know. I've got no...
You sway.
If you want to help, then you find the craven wight that...
His hand moved.
Go to the house. Bring...
So yeah, Gareth's parents have been killed, and he's like very, very angry about it, which will lead to a perfect quest. I'll end the video here, and we're going to continue that in the next video.